you guys. Life Coach Bridget here to share some Me 3 love with you because that's what I do. Look, I know it's been a minute since I've come on and created a video. Just have a lot of things going on in the background, if you will. Needless to say, or not needless to say, nonetheless, okay, I'm here. And check it. When I do a video, I like to make sure I'm saying something. I don't do videos just for the sake of babbling, just for the sake of hearing myself speak. I want to make sure that what I'm saying is resonating with someone, okay? So, here we go. Today, follow me because I'm going to talk about a few things. One is I had the pleasure of meeting two beautiful women today. Very beautiful spirits and all. One I could tell had gone through some things and she had come out of it and she found her place of peace. Her place of peace is with our Heavenly Father, okay? That's her refuge. That's her go-to, all right? And yeah, she had she started reading her Bible again and getting into it, and she was learning a few things, and so she would say some things to me and I would say some things back to her, and it was just a beautiful moment, okay? Even though she was kind of blown away when I had mentioned the part in the book of Job where Job had mentioned, if God is upset with me, then who do I turn to? That's some real spit right there. If God is upset with you, who do you turn to? So that one stuck her, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit back and really think on that one. Cool, not a problem. The other young lady was she was in some turmoil, if you will. She was going through some things. She kept mentioning to me how her soon-to-be ex-husband. Yeah, that's what she kept saying, my soon-to-be ex-husband, every time she would say something referencing her marriage. And then she told me a few other things that was taking place with her, and it was like, oh, wow. And then, but here's the thing. The commonality with both women were the fact that they both were on a spiritual journey. Okay, both were on a spiritual journey. Both were trying to find their way. Okay, which was a beautiful thing to me. And so the second young lady, however, really kind of tugged at me, if you will, because she is a 27-year-old woman who is currently married to a man 20 years her senior. Now, let's not get it twisted, okay? I'm a woman who enjoys the company of older men, okay? I love older men, all right? Older, mature men. Let's be clear, all right? I don't do silly, but mature men. And yeah, I'm saying that because I have an issue with the fact that her soon-to-be ex-husband is 20 years her senior. I have an issue with men who are interested in women 20 years younger than them. Okay. And I can go into that whole thing as to, why some men do what they do, as well as why some women do what they do, okay? Why I was interested in older men, all right? And then when I got older and I began to learn more things, that saying is really true. You do better when you know better, all right? And a lot of that has to do with trauma, childhood trauma. It has to do with self-identity. It has to do with a boatload of things that I could really go into, but I'm not going into it at this moment, or at least not in this video. So here we go. Again, two beautiful women traveling down two totally different paths. However, they share that same commonality. which again is a spiritual journey. Okay, both trying to find their way, learn themselves, and all that other cool stuff. And I was sitting back and I was thinking about that, and I was like, you know what, damn. I mean, and some people may have an issue with the way that me and my heavenly creator, the way we conversate with one another, okay, the conversations that we have, or the way that our dialogue take place. But outside of me being a life coach, mentor, motivational speaker, trainer, consultant, peer support specialist, mother of 8, mom to many, equally important to that mother of 8, mom to many, I'm a realist. Okay, and I have real dialogue with my heavenly Father. I do. And one of them was how we will pray to God and be like, God, I want this. I want this type of woman. She got to have a banging body. She got to have brains, and she got to have, she got to be financially stable, and she got to have this, that, and or the other. And the same with women. I want a man, he got to have this, he got to look good, he got to be this tall or this height, and he has to have money and all this other, all this other stuff. And God hears your prayer, and he's like, okay, cool. Cool. That's that. Hey, you have not because you ask not. Okay, you knock it. Okay, and I said the door shall be open. That's what the Heavenly Father said in the book of Matthew. You're seeking. Okay, and you're seeking that type of woman, and you're seeking that type of man, and guess what? I'm gonna give it to you because that's what you asked me for. Okay, and then I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for you to come crying to me, because that's the type of woman, that's the type of man you asked for, but that's not the type of woman or man that you needed. Big difference. Okay, and oftentimes we don't ask for what we need at all. We will ask for what we want. We will say, Lord, bless us with the desires of our heart. Okay, that's what we do. And when he gives it to us, then we're boo-hooing and crying and all this other spit, because again, that's what we wanted. It wasn't what we needed. All right. So you say, Lord, why you give me this woman? True enough, she this, she that, and the other, but she's a fucking headache. Okay. Or she nagged too much. Or, she's not good with money. Or, just all the downsides to her, or, why you give me this man? He's abusive, or he's disrespectful, or, he's lazy, or whatever. Okay. He's complacent. He's a mama's boy. Ooh, I almost said the other word. Anyway, so we start asking God, why did you do this? Why? Now we start putting it off on God. We on some Adam type shit. Well, Lord, you gave her to me, like that. So, take her back, or Lord, take him back. I don't want him, but check it. God may say to you, or he may have been trying to say to you, the woman you tossed over to the side, the one you didn't want. Okay, that man you tossed over to the side, the one you didn't want, that was the one you needed. Okay, because see, that's the one that lights the fire up under your ass. That's the one that's not going to sit back and be the yes person. Yes, it's so, no, baby, it's okay. Yeah, baby, go ahead. No, yeah. Or this guy I used to talk to, he called them the sure women. Sure. Oh, you want that? Sure, I'll get that for you. Sure, I sure will. She wasn't that. Okay, she was what you needed. All right, she was the woman that was bringing out the man that I called you to be. She was that woman. She was the woman that was bringing that out in you. She was the woman that was causing you to reflect on yourself, do some self-inventory, and see who you are not versus who you are. Okay, she was the woman that was going to make you put in the work. She was the woman that's, hey, faith without works is dead. She was saying, if you got the faith, put in the work. All right, that's the woman that you tossed over to the side, or the man that you tossed over to the side, the man that didn't agree with everything you said. Okay, he wasn't down with everything you said because everything you said only made sense to you. All right, and it didn't make sense to others. All right, he was the man that was molding you into being that woman, and he wasn't doing it in a disrespectful way. Maybe he was boring. Okay, um, or maybe he was what you needed. All right. He was what you needed. All right. But because he wasn't what you were used to, and we'll talk about that too, because he wasn't what you were used to, you didn't want him. Okay. He didn't fit your program. All right. So now you go back and you on your knees, or you in meditation mode and you crying, or you praying out to the Father, and he's saying, look, is it your will be done, or thy will be done? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Your will or thy will? And I'm saying that because that is now my entire prayer. That is now my entire prayer request. Lord, thy will be done, not mine. I know that you give us free will to do as we please. Okay? You give us enough rope to hang ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, that's just what we do. We hang ourselves. Okay? And then we come back to you for you to fix it. When all along, you were showing us, okay, this is what you need right here. But no, you didn't want that, or you don't want that. You want this type of woman. And it's funny because we do this. We'll get out of a situation just to find ourselves right back in that same situation. You know why? Because we continue to do things that we are used to doing. I remember one time having a conversation with my daughter. Out of the mouth of babes. Anyway, I'm a very headstrong woman. Okay. Not many men can handle that. It works for me. I always ask God to separate to separate the needy from the greedy. Always separate, the unnecessary from the necessary. Seriously, I don't have time for it. Nonetheless, I had a conversation with my daughter a while ago. And I was like, I really, really like this person. I really do, but I'm more attracted to this person over here. Why am I attracted to that one over there? This one over here got his shit together. Okay, but that one over there, and he ain't got his shit together, and he's comfortable with not having his shit together. He's comfortable with saying, I've pretty much done all that I want to do, and stuff like that. Why would I want to be with somebody like that? Okay, that's a person that stopped living. I'm 52, getting ready to be 53 years old. All right, and not only am I alive, but I'm living. You see what I'm saying? So my daughter says to me, oh, you only want that one over there because that's what you're used to. This one over here is something new. He's someone new. That one's a king. That one understands women. That one prefers a woman versus a little girl. The one you like is dramatic, emotional, what you don't need in your life at all, especially at this stage in your life. Yeah, that's what she told me. She sure did. Just a couple years ago, she said that to me. And I was like, dang, that stung. Because that was so real. That was so real. And I love my kids because, now let me say it like this, because I was going to say, well, I love a couple of my kids. No, I love all my children wholeheartedly. My thing is, I love each one of them in different ways. I have those children, a few, that will say to me what I want to hear, and then I have those that'll say to me what I need to hear. No holding back, no nothing. Okay? I mean, just straight cutthroat. And that's what I need. Okay? I don't need someone that just agrees with everything I say. That's not going to help me. So anyway, in thinking about, or in reflecting back on what she had stated, it was like, you know what? A lot of people do that. A lot of people tend to want the toxicity versus the healthy. I remember one time, and I'm going a little dramatic here, but it's true. One time I was at church and they were doing a play, and they was doing heaven and hell, and hell looked lit. I mean, hell was like, yeah, okay. Hell was on fire. Okay. Pun intended and not intended. But it was. And heaven just looked so dry, so boring, so it did. And I'm not gonna lie, Kirk Franklin helped me with that. Because I'm like, Kirk, that's all I'm hearing is sad ass gospel. Okay. That's all I'm hearing is a bunch of hollering. Okay. I mean, I want to go to hell. I want to go over there with them. Seriously. Okay. What's the difference? In a toxic relationship. I want to go over here to the toxic relationship. The toxic relationship does a whole lot of things. Okay. But the healthy relationship, a healthy relationship may do some things too if I just give it a chance. Okay. Which is what I did. But I'm just saying. The way that we view things, the way that the things we gravitate to, the way the enemy just literally just makes things look like, yeah, this is it, And my whole thing is, you're in a relationship. Is this relationship an asset or a liability? Okay, are you guys growing? All right, are you learning new things? Are you pursuing new things? Are you opening up? Are you open to new ideas? Are you helping one another to reach their goals? Are you an inspiration to that person? Are you a motivation? Do you do the me three? Do you motivate, encourage, empower, and embrace that person? Or when that person is going through some things, do you just contribute to the downside of it? She comes to you and she tells you, baby, today I was having a not so good day. This one girl there, she was A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And instead of your man saying something like, you know what, baby, don't even worry about that. You focus on this because you're there for this purpose, or whatever. He says, well, you know what? Yeah, F her, he joins in on the gossip side of things. I can't. Anyway, if you got a man like that, then it's like, I don't know, hell, I'm feeling down. I'm here to dump my brain on you. Okay, come on, motivate me. Pull me up out this rut, because when you come and dump your brain on me, that's what I'm here to do. Pull you up out this rut. All right. And I hit a little hard sometimes. So I don't like people coming at me with that beat around the bush bullshit. Okay. When you talk to me direct. Don't put no disclaimers. Don't do none of that shit. Because when you put a disclaimer when you're talking to me, guess what? You just lost me. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear. Okay. Unless I'm in a coaching session. That's different. But when I'm in a personal session, no disclaimers. Let's just talk. And I figure like this, and I'm good at saying it. I say it all the time. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Okay. With that being said, if you feel comfortable enough dishing it, then when it's my turn, you should know me well enough to know what type of woman is standing before you. I'm going to give it right back to you. And I don't do the tit for tat. Okay. Every time I give out some me three love, it's always to build you up, never to tear you down. Okay? Do people take it that way? Some people won't. Some people do. Some people, it takes them a minute for them to process it, and then they return back to me with some, you know what? what you said was, yeah. And if you caught me in a moment where I was just utterly fed up with you, then you're going to get some words spewed at you that may be very hurtful. I will come back and apologize for the way I said it, but I meant every word that I said. That's just who I am, okay? And I'm not saying just who I am is an excuse, but what I am saying is I said it, and it is what it is, all right? And I'm working on improving myself every day. So, anyway, that was just a little sidebar there, okay? But anyway, here we go. Back to praying for what you want versus what you need. Growing pains hurt. And sometimes when God sends us that person or those people that we need in our lives, again, growing pains hurt. Sometimes that person may say something to you that may trigger. That person may say something to you that may cause you to feel a certain way, or maybe even look down on yourselves or whatever. But you know what? If you're going to hold that in, then that's not on that person, that's on you. If a person make you feel some type of way, speak on it. Okay? Ask them, what did you mean by that? Ask them, to elaborate, whatever. But if you choose to keep it to yourself, that's on you. That's not on the other person, okay, at all, period. So again, I met two beautiful women going down two different paths, but they share a commonality. Again, a spiritual journey is where they're both headed. The 27-year-old who's with the gentleman that's 20 years her senior, she learned a lot in that time span from being with him. She's learned a whole lot that she promises to not take into her new relationship when she's ready for one. All right. Same with the other beautiful queen that I met. She had been through some things, and now as she's found her place of refuge, is now that she's found her place of peace, I don't think anyone's going to be able to shake her from that. All right. She's on it. And one thing she brought to my attention, she was like, I'm really praying for my uncles who they're Muslims. And, when I was younger, that was cute. But, they really need to know the Lord Jesus and this, that, and the other. And she went into that. And I let her get it all out. And let me tell you, one thing I don't do is knock anyone for their beliefs. Believe who you believe in. If that's going to make you a better person, I'm all for it. What I did share with her, however, is, you know what? You can pray your families. You can pray them into heaven. Okay? Meaning, all you have to do is stand in the gap for them. Pray for them. Believe for them. Stand in that gap for them. Ask God to forgive them of their sins, known and unknown, seen and unseen. Okay? That's all you do. And I'm going to do a video because I had someone ask me, Bridget, how do you pray? Because I just hear how you talk to God and how do you pray? I'm going to do a video and show you guys exactly how I pray. All right, exactly my conversations with God, because like I said, you guys some of you guys tend to believe that God is many, 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 many moons away. And I tend to believe he's right here. Okay, right here next to me. All right here when I'm doing stupid stuff, right here when I'm going through it, right here when I'm boo-hooing and crying, okay, right here when I'm being real stubborn, because I could be really, really stubborn. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying. Anyway, and that's all I can do at this point is try. But nonetheless, I want you guys to know this, okay? If you don't take nothing else away from this video, I want you to take away praying for what you want and thy will being done. Praying for what you want and thy will being done. You've heard people say, Be careful what you ask for. That's for real. And let me tell you something else real quick before I go, because I know it's been a minute. Check this out. You have those who will pray for the perfect man, or the perfect woman. I just want the perfect person for me. Man, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you why I say that. Okay? I say shut the fuck up because if the perfect person came for you, you've never had them before. So how would you know? I seen a video on TikTok where the guy was saying, if all it takes is one argument for you to be on the phone calling your ex or calling chicks that you scrolling through, meeting on Facebook, Instagram, and all this other stuff, then I don't need you. I'm on that same wavelength with old boy. If one argument, if that's all it takes, I'm going to tell you something. If we working towards power, if 5 freaking arguments, okay, is all it takes for you to be on the phone with somebody else, or 5 disagreements for you to be, looking at somebody else, guess what, partner? I don't need you. Bye. There was a time when I didn't know you. And guess what? Good morning, gorgeous. That's what I tell me every day. Okay? Every day. All right? And you should tell yourself that too. So, yeah, if you're working towards power in your relationship, then there's going to be some bumps in the road. There's going to be some knockdown, fall downs, and all stuff. Not physically, okay, but there's going to be some disagreements. There's going to be some happy mediums and all that cool stuff. Okay, work towards that, because working towards greatness doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. All right, so remember that. And in any of my videos that you guys have seen, if I ever say anything that you don't agree with, or if there's something that you can enlighten me with, drop a comment. DM me. I get a lot of people DMing me. Okay, I don't know why you guys do that. Just say what you gotta say. Okay? Who are we to judge you and your thought process? We're not. Okay? And let them judge you. Don't matter anyway. You said what you said. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay? But yeah, if you have any questions, suggestions, and or concerns, on anything that I've posted. And for you guys who don't know, I have a Me3 playlist, okay, where you could just go on there and just bam, put on the playlist, watch all the videos. Not only that, if you haven't done so, I want you guys to please subscribe to my station and share this information with other people, okay? I keep telling you guys about this podcast. I promise you it's coming, because we got so many topics. Oh my God, we have so many topics, and it's coming. I've just been so busy. But it's coming. It's called Can I Be Blunt? All right. And I will be announcing it. Also, you guys, again, you're aware that I'm a life coach. Go to my my website. What is it? It's Bridget's Home Away from Home. Helping open minds elevate away from hindrances, obstacles, mayhem, and excuses. Okay, go there and subscribe to my website. This way you're always in the now. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because, again, I want you to always be in the now. But we're getting ready to start doing pop-ups in the park. You guys, mental illness is real. And many are not aware of mental health. Okay, and the many stages of it. All right. We're coming to parks all over. Well, right now we're going to be all in Nevada. Okay. Pop-ups in the park. If you subscribe to my station, you'll always be in the now. You'll know where we're popping up at, when, and the length of time that we plan to be there. Okay. Pop-ups in the park. Subscribe to www.hafh.life. Again, www.hafh.life. All right. There I will be doing brief presentations speaking on both Home Away from Home as well as Bridget Homies. And for those of you who are unaware of Bridget Homies is Actually, Bridget Homies is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues Devouring Girls Everywhere Today and Helping Our Males Individually Express Self. There is where I provide a platform for our young adults between the ages of 12 and 24, our young adults and adults young at heart, to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. Okay? I don't care who you are. And like I said, these pop-ups at the park, I will be doing a presentation on both introducing Home Away from Home to those in the communities, as well as Bridget Homies, for you to have a place for your young adults to come and just freely express themselves. We have too many people completing suicide. We have too many people falling into depression. We have too many people unaware of mental health. We have too many people struggling in their relationships. We have too many people letting go of relationships because of an argument, a disagreement, or whatever. Okay? And then you're wondering why you're finding yourself by yourself. All right? We're going to talk about these things. We're going to talk about self-care and the importance of it. Okay, trauma care and how it affects your day-to-day life, whether it's childhood trauma or adult trauma. We're going to talk about business coaching and how to make your businesses run better, and how it could be a benefit not only to the one that's making the money, the CEOs and the owners of the companies, but also to the employees in the companies. Okay, we're going to talk about so many things. So yeah, in order to be in the now with that, you have to subscribe, because I may not mention it in all the videos that I do. All right, and all this information will be in the caption if you're following me or subscribe to me here on YouTube. All right, I will not put this information on TikTok or what's the other one? Instagram. So anyway, that's that. Also, we are optimistic, my clothing line. Okay, we have new gear coming out. Yeah. I don't know. I drew a blank for a minute. Hey, I'm getting wiser, not older. I'm getting wiser. Anyway, follow me on or check out my clothing line on We Are Optimistic. Okay, because we are. Many see the glass as half empty. We see it as half full, running over. They say you are what you eat, and we say you become what you wear. Therefore, become optimistic. It looks better on you. All right. So there you have it, you guys. I talked about a variety of things there in this video. You know, pick and choose what resonates with you or what works for you. And if you know somebody else who could benefit from it, be sure to share this information with them. Okay, you know they say, what, teach one, each one? Or is it each one, teach one? And I say teach one, each one? Yeah, that. Okay. We can all stand to learn, and we can all learn from one another. But in the meantime, me three, motivate, encourage, empower, embrace, because that's what I do. I love you guys to life. Have a great one.